Alright. Getting back to it. Is my controller even plugged in? We'll see. We'll see. There we go. There we go. Wait, is it plugged in? We'll see real quick. It is. Okay. Oh shit. Nope. Whew. I hear things moving. So we left off last time with a crash right after we got out of the air forge. And I was like, I don't want to go through that crap on stream again. So I did it off stream. It only took like 40 minutes. Just didn't want to stream the exact same thing again. So this is the save point that's just outside, like 2 minutes from the air forge. And now let's see if I can remember where I am. Now we have the ability to glide up. Wait, hold on. I don't even know which way I'm supposed to go. The game glitched out last time, or it's not glitched out, but it crashed when I was using the map. When I was going back and forth between the different locations, and it just crapped out on me. So I will only be using the map after a save point. So I'm actually going back toward the air forge because I didn't explore the area off stream to see if there was actually Christ, where am I? I didn't explore to see if there was an area I could get to with the air Reaver. Is this the correct way? Don't hit me. Where am I? Where the hell am I? I gotta look around first. God, it's when I was doing the air forge again last night off stream. It's just, it was so frustrating. Oh wait, I came from here. Shit. It was so frustrating because the cutscenes, and there are many in this game. The cutscenes aren't skippable. At least, without mods. Is it over here? Maybe? I'm really bad at guessing when it comes to forks in the road. I think this is right. Look, I got lucky when I left the air forge trying to get back to a save point. Alright, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, this really is just outside the air forge. The air forge is over here somewhere. And here is a, barely see, like a little, one of those little, I don't know what you call them, bowls? It's where you power up your Reaver. And I'm gonna go over here just to see if it's the air one. I'll probably have to go over here. Because if it is the air one, then that means that I probably have to use it somewhere in here. Oh. God damn it. Alright. Whatever. Oh boy. Ah, man, son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna just not move when I get up here. I'm just gonna slowly get to the top. Don't move. There it is. Okay. Air Reaver. Well, how the hell do I get... I probably have to fly from there, right? Let me just go over there. Alright. I don't think what I need is actually over there right at the bowl. God, do I just like do this? Did I get it? Where the hell am I? Oh, am I... What? Oh, it's over there. I don't think I can fly that. Or, I don't think I can jump up that high. But, I don't know. Always wrong. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. 3D platforming. Alright. Get me back up here. If I can remember where to go. It's here. Okay. I mean, it's like it's almost pitch black when you're looking down here. Is the thing. So I don't know why. I don't know why they felt the need to put a gap. Or I'm pain in the ass. I tell you that. So far, this has been like a 4 or 5 out of 10 game. Especially, you know, comparing to Soul Reaver 1. Soul Reaver 1 had boss dungeons, it had dungeons for learning the magic abilities, it had collectibles in the form of health power-ups. So you'd be looking everywhere for those. Here it's... There we go, this is what I wanted. Here it's just like ass puzzles. There hasn't been one boss so far. It's been you know, almost 8 hours. 8 hours, where's my boss? I'm just floating around like a jackass here. Where am I going? Where am I even going? Back in the water? I'm gonna... Where the hell was that? Where am I? I've somehow made it up here, wherever here is. So what? That can't be... Where the hell do I need to go from here? It's not up here, is it? I mean, really, after the Air Forge, the game's like, hey, I got what I need to travel back through time. I don't know that, like, why I would even need a Dark Reaver. I think the game's just trying to show me that, like, I can get to different areas with the Air Reaver, but that's already been demonstrated right after we got the Air Reaver, so... Alright. I guess we're just gonna go back. So that was a waste of time. Wait. Okay, whatever. Like, I'm seeing these little cliffs everywhere, and it's like, should I even try to get up there? These guys kind of remind me of the alligator enemies in Parasite Eve. Okay. Nope. Goodbye. Oh, wait. God, that... I haven't looked up in the manual if there's really any way to avoid picking up a weapon as you're swinging that Reaver around like crazy. Because what happens way too often is I'll be swinging the Reaver and I'll accidentally pick up a shitty weapon. Okay, so I'm right now. Right now, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Yeah, I got. Go away. I may be dead. Yeah, like here, I just picked up the axe. Didn't intend to. But whatever, at least we got a little soul out of it. So I have high hopes for this game today. I think I'm gonna beat it. Or I'm gonna push to beat it. Just peeking ahead just slightly at, sometimes I just use the menus in walkthroughs to get an idea of about where I'm at in the game, so that when I reload and start up another stream, I don't only have like an hour of streaming left. That would make me sad. Yeah, what's not gonna make me sad? I think after I wrap this up, I can finally, after 3 months of waiting, finally transition to... Can I jump up here? Is that too high? Yeah. Finally transition to using the new computer. I'm trying out that 1080p. Is that a dude? I guess that's a dude. Well, how do I get up here? It's probably going to the spectral realm, but I don't want to do that and lose my air Reaver. Not that it's a super big deal. Wait, wait. I guess this is the right way. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, it's just backtracking. God, I remember, right before that crash at the map during the last stream, certain areas on the map will be highlighted with a little bat. A little bat at the bottom of the highlighted outline of the area. And that just reminded me of how Kain was traveling in Blood Omen, the first game. Let's save here, because why not? Which made me think, like, is there some way to fast travel? And so I was trying to figure that out, and then just... Nope. Fast travel back to your desktop. That's what that was. So I was just like, ah. Oh, and that was at 3.5 hours into the stream. I was like, oh, that's close enough to my normal time, and feel like repeating the air forge immediately. So I think it had taken me about 2 hours to get through it. Thankfully it only took me 40 minutes the second time through. These things look so goofy. They look kind of like a worm combined with one of those Bandersnatch enemies from Resident Evil Code Veronica. Is this another checkpoint? Yeah. I think... Yeah, wait, what's this? I'm hoping I'm going the correct way. It's... I think so. Okay. I remember this from like way back in the day. I mean, here's a thing where I could use the air reaver if there wasn't water. But yeah, we're trying to get back shit somewhere. Trying to get back really to the time streaming room, because the air reaver has the ability to break cracked walls. Is there anything actually at the top of this? No. How the hell do I get back up there? Is there a way? I think I just jumped from here. Jumps can be pretty scary in this game, because... Mostly because I've had issues sometimes with the gliding not working. Like, I'll jump, try to hit jump again to glide, and then it won't activate. Which is great, because usually end up dropping all the way down, like into the water, or way down to the ground. Gotta get back up for one more try to glide. Okay, back in the water, our favorite place to be. I'm really hoping we're going the right way. Alright, there's the, what's he called? Elder God? Is this one of those Elder Gods from Mortal Kombat? I think I have to get back to that middle section. I think yeah, just get back up from there. There's a save point over there. Shit, you know what? I know it's only been a little while. Yeah. I almost went in the water because the glide didn't trigger like I was just mentioning. Because of that one save, or that one crash at the end of last stream, I'm just gonna save whenever I come across a save point. Even if it's only been 5-10 minutes. Whatever. It's quick enough to save. Hold on 1 second. Oh. No, I'll test it later. I was gonna test out if well, I guess I could probably do it here on my phone. Nah, later. Nah, I was gonna test out the transcoding. I believe that's available during the stream. You know, because going from 720p to 1080. You know, some people have crappy internet. If you want them to be able to use a lower quality if needed. And I think I tried it out before. The only reason I don't want to do it now is because I have to Alt-Tab. Because my mouse is locked in the window right now. And I'm afraid that... Oh, it's always... There's always that fear when you're hitting Alt-Tab in a game. You don't know what you're gonna get. I don't want to risk it exploding. Hey, Kirst. Welcome on in. Welcome on in to the stink of Soul Reaver 2. I'm looking forward to wrapping this up. testing out my Nintendo 64. See if Pilot Wings pisses me off as much as it did when I was a kid. Has some cool music though. Remember almost nothing of the gameplay. Yeah, the first one, where it's like the 2D top-down, playing as Kain, that was pretty solid. Soul Reaver 1 was pretty great. Here it's a ton of cutscenes, and, you know, 8 hours in, there hasn't been one boss in this game. Soul Reaver 1 had boss dungeons. It had a dungeon for, like, a bunch of magical abilities you can get. It had collectibles for health power-ups. And here it's like nothing. It's just a ton of cutscenes. And so far, 3 dungeons for the Reaver power-ups. Yeah, also in Soul Reaver 1 you got the ability upgrades from every boss. Here you've already got them carried over from Soul Reaver 1. And Soul Reaver 1 had block puzzles. This has very few block puzzles. So, I don't know. I'm surprised we've gone 20 minutes so far without a cutscene. I don't know. I mean, this is an okay game, but, you know, knowing what Soul Reaver 1 was, it's like... I don't know. It's like they just didn't try as hard. I remember feeling like I got bamboozled, because I have a Blood Omen 2. I guess I was expecting something a bit closer to the first game. I don't know what it was, but something felt like it was missing. Really what I'm trying to do is just to get up to Defiance, the last game in the series. Because that's the only one I've never played. I don't think I'm going the right way, and I'm almost out of health. That's fine. Yeah, I mean it... Yeah, and it has Kain, like in between the first game and Soul Reaver 1. And he has some weird, like, gimp nipple armor. Yeah. I was hoping for cooler armor, like, from the first game. Yeah, I have it, but I haven't played it in, I don't know, 20 years. But I can't imagine it'd be worse than this. I do remember, like, getting confused about the enemies. Because I think I played it before this game, and I think you learn about, like, there's these weird kind of alien-ish enemies. Blood Omen 2. I remember a lot of puzzles where you're like powering up doors. Like going somewhere, flip a switch, open some doors. Yeah, so it would have been great if they would have ended Soul Reaver 1 with an actual ending. I will see how Defiance turns out. We're going going like Back to the Future in our DeLorean with Kain. Okay, please don't crash, game. I loved how the game crashed after my 2-hour Airforge completion during the last stream. Blood Omen 2 put you off. Yeah, there's just something about it. It's like, I want cool Kain. I remember the vampire lady with big titties. So I mean, there's something to look forward to. But man, Soul Reaver 1 was so good. It was so good. And here's what I was talking about earlier. There's this little bat symbol at the bottom of the highlighted area, and in Blood Omen 1, you could fast travel from certain points. And so I was going back and forth, like, trying to figure out, is there some kind of fast travel? And then the game just froze. Time streaming device is where we need to go. So I'm in the wrong place. Shit, like Dark Forge, Ustenheim. Well, shit, I guess we gotta go back. It's so easy to get lost here. Also, we are constantly losing health. If I remember right, if you have full health... Actually, hold on. Yeah, like... that little... flash tells you you're almost deadsies. I think if you have full health and you don't have the Reaver out, you won't lose health. But as soon as you don't have full health, you start losing it. Or if you have the Reaver equipped. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of missing those boss fights though. Oh, there we go. Taken out by a coconut gun. Alright. Big suck. Yeah, I mean, really, the game could completely do without combat. If they had like, no combat and a couple bosses, that would have been perfect. Because there's no real strategy. You're just swinging around the Soul Reaver. And the worst thing is there's heavy attacks, but they have a super short range. You almost have to be touching the enemy. And so they interrupt your heavy attack. So it feels like there's more combat in this game. So we'll see if we ever get a boss fight in this game. Time will tell. I'm gonna try to push to finish up this game today, because I am looking forward to using the new computer. That means I only have a day to prepare. The new computer I had set up back in July, before all the issues. I know there's a big thing about, you know, just swapping out hard drives with a brand new computer, and I wouldn't do that normally, but when I replaced the motherboard, I thought, why not? And I just put the I put those M2 solid state drives in the new motherboard after I got it back from the RMA process, and it just booted up fine, so I never reinstalled Windows on the new computer after the motherboard replacement. It's been fine so far. The next game I'm thinking we'll probably do Pilot Wings 64. I've got the Nintendo 64 set up. And it seems to be running fine. I got one of those retro Tink things. And some solid component cables. So the quality looks like it's coming through alright. And with moving over to the new computer, I think it's safest to start out with a console game, so I don't have to mess with any crap like this. I think it took me a while actually to get Soul Reaver 2 running the way I wanted on the PC. Because I think I had to do something to allow it to run in windowed mode and with the resolution that I wanted. And I think there were issues too with the controller. Just trying to kill this dude because I want to look around. But yeah, I think we've got a lot of games to burn through by the end of the year. Most of them are shorter games. I'm estimating about 10 hours. Some even shorter, because I do want to get around to Metal Slug. There were 2 Metal Slug games I wanted to get around to. Yeah, I've only tested those out. I mean, they look great. I think because I'd be playing that through the Mister, and I think there's a bunch of built-in cheats for that. So I don't know if it'll come down to that. I'd rather just have a ton of lives. I don't think there's a way to put more credits in. I think you just start with a certain number of lives and that's it. But it didn't seem too awful hard. I'm trying to... It's really tough to see, like, where the hell you're supposed to go from here. I'm trying to get to this red dot. Subterranean ruins, swamp. So I guess I'm going through this door. Christ, where is it? This door, as you can see. I think I'm going through there. Right? Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I wanted to go through the Colonel's Bequest and the Dagger of Amun-Ra. Seems like whenever I think about playing a game, I see it pop up in the retro category, someone else playing it. It's like everyone playing the same games on a cycle. What else? Yeah, so not really focusing on spooky games. No spooky games for October. Spooky games are good anytime. I am looking forward to those. When I can... There's a bunch of PS2 horror games. Oh, God damn it. I have to... Such a... I'm gonna find out if I look back through the manual there is fast travel. Shut up. It's Squidman talking. Yeah, there was a bunch of PS2 games I wanted to play, so if I remember it was Silent Hill 2, 3, 4, Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3, Siren. How the hell do I get out of here? A Haunting Ground. I think I want to try playing them. Well, the second one is the The second Siren game, I think it's got English subtitles, but it only runs on the Japanese console, and I do want to play these through the console. I might just get the Japanese console. I mean, those things are pretty cheap. Probably get it for 75, 100 bucks, something like that. I know Haunting Ground would be easier if I got the Japanese version. Cause I think it goes for like a 150 bucks. Why are all the PS2 games I want to play expensive? Like all the Nintendo 64 games I want to play, they're like 15 to 20 bucks. It's released in Europe. Yeah, that would explain the subtitles. So, yeah, I want to do that. I also want to play Kuon. It was made by the From Software people, the Dark Souls, Elden Ring people. That thing's 900 bucks. That one I'm just gonna emulate. I'm not paying 900 bucks for any game. I can suck it up and pay 100 bucks for the other games, but I'm not paying 900 to 1,000 bucks. I actually saw Bach the Soup. I saw him playing that the other day. I'd never seen anyone play it before, and it looked pretty interesting. It just looked like one of those games though that's pitch black a lot of times, so I would probably just end up cranking the brightness a little bit for the stream so people can actually see some stuff. I think I saw Rule of Rose, like I was, just looking up horror games for the PS2, and I think I had come across that, but I didn't put it on the list. Maybe I had a sense that it was ass. Well, I mean, at least these games are holding their value. If I play them and if I play them and they turn out to be garbage, I can probably just get my money back pretty easily. And what else? So I have that list of games, but that's not the full list. There is kind of an overflow. Son of a bitch. Like an overflow list. So I do have some horror games. Oh wait, oh god damn it, I need the Dark Reaver. Echo Night Beyond on the PS2. One that I've been trying to avoid is, was it called Kingsfield? That looks stinky. I've seen that played, I think by 2 people? Shit, god damn it. Because I think the Dark Reaver was way back here. Way back here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, big stinky. I mean, I enjoy them. Let's get used to them. I really like Dark Souls. I didn't like Dark Souls. I've never played Dark Souls 2. And didn't really like Dark Souls 3 because it felt tedious. I think every single boss fight had 2 phases. And I was just like, tired of this shit. Take me back to the slow, clunky Dark Souls 1 bosses. I ended up beating that one time. Liked Elden Ring though. I played through that twice. At the start of the year. I think what pisses me off the most though about those games is like, there's a lot of stuff in those games that you can miss out on If you do things, you don't have like... It's like timing differences. Like things can just disappear if you complete certain tasks. So you end up just looking up stuff on a wiki. So you don't miss out on content. Now I have Bloodborne. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. I have Dark Souls 2, haven't gotten around to playing that. I heard Dark Souls 2 was stinky, but... I don't know why. I'm sure I would find it okay. Christ. We're almost back to where we were 40 minutes ago. Yeah, like that kind of stuff pisses me off, Cursed. It's like, I think I was trying to... There was some waifu that you can get with, that you can marry, and I think I missed out on that. She just kind of... I don't know what it was, if she disappeared or if I was just cut off. There it is. That's the door I need that I just passed by. NPC that gets killed by the hidden enemy. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I need the air reaver. Okay. Oh, there it is. No, that's the light one. Yeah, you gotta wonder how people even figure that out, because I don't think there's official guides released for those games, right? I think it's just people figuring it out and posting their own guides. Okay, I'm trying to find... we need an air reaver. I think there's one just up here. Probably around the city area.
There's one.
Go away! I don't think I've made any progress. So far, I was trying to find out where this time streaming room was. Oh, Christ. And it's so easy to get turned around in the game, even though you got a compass. Swamp area. Come on, where do I go? Well, there's gotta be a... See, this is what pissed me off. Like, I just want to stop and look around. Just want to stop and look around, see where I am. Just these weak-ass enemies. Like here, is this different? Or is this just like the same area? Did I just circle around something? No? You know, there probably was a air reaver thing back there. God, this... There it is. Alright. Stop. Now let's see if we can make it back to that time streaming device. You're whining like a little baby. See if we can make it back without dying. Now we should have been in that room like half an hour ago. But We're doing it. Yeah, I just missed it by thinking it was back at the lake area. Anyway, I sense a 10-minute cutscene coming up. I can feel it in my bones. Where are we going? What's up here? Is there nothing up here? Oh, I guess I just float across to the other side. Alright. Well, how the hell did Mobius get across? Also, why is every time Mobius pops up, he doesn't have his staff that disables my Reaver? And my guy's like, oh, caught you without your staff. Why the hell would you ever be without your staff? That disables the one guy who's wanting to kill your ass. Alright.
I had no choice but to act purely on blind faith.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way to tell what error this device was tuned to, and I had neither the knowledge nor the means to set the machine myself. I hesitated only briefly. Then, throwing the switch, I hurled myself into oblivion and relinquished my will to the hand of fate.
Bunch of Cheeto dust. Are we in the past? Finally? Oh, surprisingly short cutscene. What a treat.
Beyond all hope and against all probability, it seemed that the device had unerringly delivered me to the era I sought. For these were Sarafan banners, and these vampires apparently the victims of their crusade. The coincidence seemed too convenient to naively ascribe to fate. But whether my opportune arrival had been orchestrated by Mobius, or some other influence, I didn't know. If Janos Ordrin still lived, I would find him. But I was wary of further deception, and resolved to tread carefully.
Yeah. Alright, so I think we need to go back to near the air forge. Also, I think this is a place where there was a bunch of water before. So, oh, so we can float on up. Yeah, this was flooded. Yeah, so near the air forge was kind of like a temple. Well, also, am I supposed to be going up? Look at those hips. Hey, how's it going, Fox? Welcome on in. Oh yeah. Welcome to the stink of Soul Reaver 2. Well, it looks like we've got a bunch of these little air things. Yeah, so here's that same statue we passed by in just about every era. Come on, give me up. Oh, come on. I want up at the top of this thing. Oh, there we go. It's kind of hard to keep centered in that little air thing. Okay, so where the hell am I supposed to go? Well, yeah, I think that dot is right about where the air forge was. So we're looking to get there. I'm just not... not 100% on how. Where the hell was it again? I guess we're there. Roughly. So... wait, am I... oh, god damn it. It's very easy to get turned around in this game, and I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, way too easy to get turned around and too difficult to go back to where you were. So as far as I know, there's no fast travel. Which is really unfortunate. Let's see, can I hop up here? No. Nah, let's just walk. Oh wait. Yeah, I think? No? I don't know. Oh, there it is. There it is. I mean, sometimes I just feel like it'd be easier to restart the game and get back to where I was. Alright, we had activated this before. Maybe I was... oh, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. There we go. Really wish he'd stay put instead of gliding forward when you're doing those. Air things. Oh man. I wonder if it's got to just be the PC version. Or maybe just how I have things set up where he's occasionally missing. Oh Christ, now I need the Dark Reaver to get back across. I loved Blood Omen 1. I did not love Blood Omen 2, from what I remember. But I am gonna get around to that sometime after this. I've been playing through the whole Legacy of Kain series. Pretty much just to get to Defiance, because I've never played that. That's the only one I haven't played before. This one I played as a rental way back in the day. Ah, God, I hate that I have to go all the way back here to get this Dark Reaver. The game makes it so tedious to travel between these areas. Let's see, I think that's the Dark Reaver up there. Please don't fall. I remember just being disappointed in Blood Omen 2. I don't know what I expected specifically, but no, I guess that's not the Dark Reaver. It's probably up a bit further, isn't it? I'm not sure exactly what I expected with Blood Omen 2, but I remember it wasn't what I got. And here it's... yeah, I played Soul Reaver 1, I don't know, 3 months ago. Oh Christ, I'm doing this all to get the Dark Reaver again. Soul Reaver 1 was just such a great game, and you have to compare it to Soul Reaver 2. I mean, there's no way you can be playing this after you played Soul Reaver 1 and not compare them. Soul Reaver 1 had bosses, boss dungeons, you got abilities from bosses, you had separate dungeons for learning magical abilities. Here, all you have is absolute garbage combat. There hasn't been one boss so far, it's been about 9 hours. A huge amount of cutscenes, unskippable cutscenes. If you had to go back in, like after a game crash like I had, and play through it again, you have to go through all the cutscenes again. It's just, I don't know. It just feels like stuff's missing. And that's what it was. In Soul Reaver 1, you did have fast travel. You did have fast travel. Here, there's nothing. I mean, let me look it up real quick. Maybe there is a way. Maybe I'm the asshole here. Just gonna look up Soul Reaver 2 fast travel. I'm not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. Because I thought this, you see this white highlight, it's got a bat at the bottom. It reminded me of Blood Omen 1, where Kain turns into a bat to go between the warp points. Also, the map is what caused the game to crash last time, which may be for the best. Like, I think I was trying to figure out, like, can I warp between these places? And then the game crashed. Man, I am so fed up right now with just how difficult it is for me to find a way back. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna quit the game. I'm gonna quit the game and reload. Not at the Southern Lake, not at the subterranean ruins. Let's see where we were here. Also, I lost the big time difference. It's because of the game crash I lost. It crashed right after the Air Forge. Wait, I'm right back where the hell I was. You know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna go way the hell back.
Kain refused sacrifice.
Way the hell back. Southern Lake. Subterranean ruins? Wait, Christ, they're all the same. The lack of warp points is just unforgivable. They had warp points in Blood Omen 1, in Soul Reaver 1. In here, it's like, I don't know. I don't understand the decision to not have warp points. Because it's super easy to get turned around in this game, and all it takes is one dive off a cliff, and Christ, and I keep having this issue where I can't, if you ever see me like jump and fall into water or off a cliff, and you're like, why didn't he glide? It's because I tried to, and the game didn't register my button press. But Man, I am just really, really fed up with, I think the game, just the whole game in itself. Or it seems like it's, the game wants you to be confused on where you are. You know, Soul Reaver 1 didn't have the map like it did here, but the map in this game is just... And also the compass, it doesn't really help. Doesn't really help. Also, I don't know if I'm... Am I already in the past? Well, no. We'll know if I get to that area and see if it's flooded or not. But man, this is I think I can say with confidence, Soul Reaver 2 is worse in just about every way than Soul Reaver 1. It's like they just didn't give a shit when they were making this. And that may have been why I didn't buy the game after I rented it. Yeah, I probably got fed up with this back in the day too. Like, what a weird choice not to put fast travel in when you had it in the first two games. Alright, let me go down here. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Who knows? Like, I'm really trying to get through this game today, because... I don't know. My soul is being reaved by playing this, and I'd like to keep it just a nice 3-stream game. I was trying so hard to get this game to run perfectly on my PC, and it's fine. It's fine. Wait, is this where I need to... Hold on. So I am still in the old era. Yeah, I haven't played Defiance. Soul Reaver 1 is just... It is so good compared to this. So good. It's just... In this... And they also took out... I know people may shit on the block puzzles of Soul Reaver 1, but I liked them alright. There's just like nothing in this game. There's nothing except combat, which nobody wants. Nobody wants it. All it is just swinging your sword again and again. Christ, and I'm back here again. You know, I've played this game for the past hour and have made like zero progress. Zero progress. Yeah, I don't know how Defiance is gonna be, but it had better not be like this. Do I have to go all the way down here? Is this the Dark Reaver? No, this is air. Christ, because I remember, right, we were trying to get the Dark Reaver to make some progress. Because we had to go across some kind of bridge thing. Oh, wait. Wait, no. Hold on. No, I guess this is the old era. Okay. Otherwise, I don't think we would have had that little air hole. Well, shit. Now we're back right where we were before reloading the game, where we're looking for this Dark Reaver. Take me back. Take me back to the good old days. Almost had as much fun with Tex Murphy Overseer. Which I think had crashed about 100 times as I played through it. And that's no exaggeration. Okay. So this is what gets me back to the point where I was pissed, and I'm like, where's the dark Reaver? It needs to be nearby. I probably missed it, you know. It's got to be nearby here. It's got to be. Gotta be. Was there something back here, or was it? I thought that was a path. It was just a. Damn it! That's what I was talking about. Where I'm pushing the jump button when I'm making those jumps to glide across, and the game's not picking it up. So you just please. There we go. There we go. Thrilling combat. I miss Blood Omen 1. Kain just cackling and as he made people explode. All the descriptions of the items were awesome. Here that's twice where it didn't register my glide. Three times. And back. Back to where we need the Dark Reaver. Shit, we were supposed to go the other way. When we first left that time streaming room, we were supposed to go, I don't know, left when we went right. And ended up coming back here, and now the game's punishing me for going the wrong way. So I can't easily get back to where I was. I could have sworn there was a Dark Reaver somewhere in here. In this room. So over here, there's the air. There it is. I'm just so frustrated. I'm losing track of what I'm even gonna say. Anyway, we've got it. Now we're heading back. I mean, it's been an hour and 10 minutes into the stream, and the only progress we've made is going back in time. And we had saved right before that point, at the end of the last stream. So it just feels like an hour and 10 minutes just completely wasted. Okay, finally. Jesus Christ, just get me back up there. Why would you make this and then have me move forward as I'm trying to stay in the center of that air thing? Oh, thank God we're gliding here. We're gliding. Yeah, after this, I just needed a happy game. I'm really looking forward to doing Pilot Wings 64 after this. And hoping I don't have issues running on the new computer. I don't expect any though. That issue that I had before with the constant restarts completely fixed. Oh, with the new motherboard. So it's been running fine the past month. I've been doing a playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. Since they put out that new DLC, I wanted to check it out. A lot of the parts of the game still feel like there's no soul, but they did add something I was thinking about the first time I had played through that back in, I don't know when it was, when it first came out. It's the first time I played it. Was they have these little arcade systems that you can actually use, which they had them, but you couldn't use them when the game first came out. Which is weird. They still haven't put in the most obvious thing, which is the ability to buy clothing through your apartment computer. You still have to physically go to stores for clothing, even though you can buy a car from your computer. Oh, thank Christ, we're finally back doing the save. I bet if I switch over to the Air Reaver, it's gonna make me switch to dark, but I don't know. It's there. I'm doing it. Okay. So this is the correct way. God, what a pain in the ass.
For all the butchery of Mobius's crusade, this massacre was somehow more chilling. The killing fields of the Sarafan betrayed a kind of orderly ruthlessness, the cold-blooded righteousness of the true believer.
You know, the cutscenes used to be a lot longer, a couple minutes. I think game developers even got fed up with all that crap. Okay, so we are... yeah, here we go. There we go. Are we about to meet Janos? I never understood in Blood Omen 1 where Kain's getting all of these hearts of darkness from. Because the description is that it's Janos' heart.
By all that is holy!
Here at last, in the flesh, I beheld my former brothers in arms, the warrior priests of the Sarafan Order, their lives devoted solely to the annihilation of the vampire plague. And while I confess, I felt a twinge of longing, a pang of grief for what I had believed was my lost virtue, I regarded them now with none of the reverence I formerly felt. For I had seen the human face of the vampires, and now I beheld the monstrousness of these men.
There's another one!
Should I just leave? Goodbye. Goodbye. Can't get me up here. Oh! Guy was waiting for me. Oh, they got wizards. Got wizards in this time period. And benches, high technology. Oh boy, there's gotta be a... Hold on, I gotta kill these dudes so I can look around. Oh, do I get to use a sweet sword? Oh yeah. That's probably crap anyway. Yeah, I don't think that's a gate that I can go through. Oh. I forgot my rule. Always look up if you don't know where you're going. Cut his head off. Come on. Give me that soul. There we go. How is he? He's still saying, "Urgh." His head cut off. Okay. You know what I miss in Soul Reaver 1? You had, I think, one or maybe it was two human cities. I think maybe it was just the one. But if you're avoiding killing humans and you're just taking out all the monsters and vampires and whatnot, the humans will fall to their knees and praise you as you walk by. None of that here. Just a bunch of assholes trying to kill me. Oh, come on, none of that. And I... See, with enough of that charge... Soul Reaver charge down to the bottom in red. I can one-shot most enemies. But if I swing like a madman around a weapon, I end up accidentally picking up their crappy weapon that is not going to one-shot. Then I have to go to this view and throw it. I think I need to get up there. So this is way back where I think there may have been water at some point. Get me up here. Oh, none of that. Or wait, no. Or was there just nothing up here? I think maybe there was nothing up here. What's the point? Oh, whatever. Ow. Okay, which way are we going? I think we came from over there. Let's see what's over here. We can see. Oh, wait, as long as we don't get booty blasted here on the way up. I think we're going backward. You're leaving enemy weapons like breadcrumbs. Okay, yeah, so it was over here I think we need to go. Yeah. Don't hit me. Don't. I'm probably gonna end up dead soon anyway, but... Oh, got a checkpoint.
After my long journey, I finally stood on the threshold of enlightenment. For here was Janos Audrin's mountain retreat, intact and unblemished. The upheaval that would one day topple this ancient edifice had not yet occurred. And while I had no certainty that Janos still lived, This scene boded well, for I presumed that the collapse of the retreat must have followed the ancient vampire's demise. There was only one obstacle. How to reach the balcony suspended at that maddening height, so far beyond my reach. For this was the architecture of winged creatures. The tattered ruins of my wings were of no use. I would need to devise some other means into that mountain.
Well, water, my favorite. Yuck. I think that's where I need to go. I mean, there's the... how frustrating. There's the Dark Reaver thing over there. I'm not sure if I should get it, though. 'Cause what if the next thing I need is air? Here we go. Is that where I came? That's where I came in at, right? No? I think there's just multiple holes. Is the thing. Yeah. Well, what about over here? I mean, clearly there's something that I need to do down here to travel to the correct area. Right? They wouldn't put this in here for nothing. Would they? It could also be, too, that I need to go to the spectral realm, but... I don't know. We can try. I mean, I'm almost dead anyway. It just means that we would lose our... air Reaver. Well, whatever. Yeah, let's give it a try. See if anything's super different. It looks exactly the same. From up here, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, I wonder if that's what that symbol is. So it was like a circle with the dot in the middle of it. I wonder if all of those... Well, it must. It must mean that. It matches this symbol. Transporting to the spectral realm. Okay. Because I thought I had seen something like that before. I wonder if it was a secret area. Anyway, that's something to keep in mind. Here we go. Sweet. Oh, to wanna... I wonder if this is the same as all the other eyes. Yes, yes it is. Instant death if you get too close. Alright. Time to find our boy. I think this will just take us out to the very front where that statue was. Oh, Christ. This is, we need Air Reaver to get through that. Alright. All we have is normal right now. I wonder if... Hey, what's all the way across here? Please tell me this is something. Oh, lucky us. That wasn't too bad. Not like before. Where the games put those little forges way too far away. Or, wait, elemental font. I think that's what it's called. Elemental font. And should be able... Oh wait, I forgot about the high five. Got it. Yeah. Or, wait. It's just a shortcut back to that area. Which I'm sure we couldn't have opened from the front. Wait, hold on. Before I just write this off as the exact same area, let me go outside. Because maybe it is a different area. More water crap. Just want to be 100%. This is what I'm thinking of, right? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to have that be a new area. And then me spend the rest of my time farting around in here trying to find where I'm supposed to go. Well, we got the Air Reaver. I imagine there's going to be something that will lift us up higher. One of those little air elevator deals. Or it could be, another cracked wall that maybe I'm missing. Or this cup. Seems like they're guarding it pretty well. So that eye... Oh, I know exactly what I need to do now. That eye can be closed with a shot from the Dark Reaver. And there was a Dark Reaver outside. So that's the purpose of this. I think it was it over here? Yes. Yes, it was.
Come here, you devil.
Get some! Got it. Are we gonna drink from the chalice? Is that what that cup was? By the eye? Or maybe just grab it, it makes me float. Who knows? Oh, where's the eye? I didn't want to hop down right in front of it. There we go. Yeah, so you just boop. And then... Oh, do I... Alright. Oh, I guess there would have been one of those up here. A little bowl of blood. Is that right? Yes. Do I have to go back multiple times? Oh, sweet. Blood bridge. I'm really curious if we'll ever get a boss fight in this game.
The mountain's interior was hollow, I discovered, and graced with soaring architecture unique to its creators. As with the outer facade, these balconies and galleries could only be reached by those gifted with flight. With only my ruined wings to carry me, this towering labyrinth seemed impassable, while the object of my quest lay just beyond my grasp. For here, suspended at the apex of the chamber, was the threshold that surely led to the great vampire himself. I didn't know whether Janos Ordren was the monster depicted in the stronghold, or one of the noble creatures memorialized among the ruins of the ancient vampires. And I didn't care. Demon or angel, he alone held the key to my destiny.
Alright. Oh, do I go with the light? It's there. Why not? Gotta get way the hell up there. Well, this... Yeah, this has the same symbol as my... It's the light. Down in the bottom left. What about this? Like, if I hit that... How's that? Oh, there's all sorts of stuff we can check out. Here's another one of these cups. We got some of this, some of that. I think... Oh, and another one? Because I can't open my wings with something in my hand. So I think we have to open this. First, we gotta open a path so that we can walk with the blood. What is this? And that'll get us over here. And here, I guess? Oh, wait. Yeah, if only we had the air Reaver. We get through that. Okay. Now let me check out the bottom area too, see if there's anything else we can get. It's just this light Reaver font. Looks like that's all we got to work with. That's fine. Wait, is there anything on the back of these? No. Okay. Wait, can I just jump over this? No. I'm not understanding the symbol. There were certain areas before that let us like shoot a beam of light. Like there was something on the ground that looked like that symbol, the sun symbol, and when we stood on it, something nearby would kind of light up. I wonder if I just take this. Like, can I just take this and fill it up? What's that gonna do? Nothing. Well, can I just dump this? Yes. Kind of like before, I expect it to... Yeah, it disappears. Alright, I think I got it. Bam. Or did I have to do them both? Maybe I gotta do them both at the same time? Yeah. That's it. I think? Yes. There we go. Okay, and just beat some ass. Clear the path. Oh, this guy has the plate used for this door here. Yes. I wonder if this is because I think in the past we've just seen this in forges. I wonder if this is not just the path to Janos, but maybe it's also the next forge combined in one. I guess we'll see. We shall see. Well, now we got the path. Got the path, filling the bowl. I think there were two paths. Are you going to do the other one too? Good for you. They put that there. Like the perfect place. Because we do need the air reaver to open up. Oh, there's another one. Oh, what's... Oh, yeah, okay. Well, cool. God, how many of these are there? Or you just show me what I need to do next? Alright. Good, good, good. Now it's like repeat of the last thing that we did. Wait. Okay, don't want to go through there. There's an eye right above here. Oh, look. Oh, wait. Okay, so I think I have to use that, use the air reaver at the very bottom floor to activate the air... I don't know what you call it. Air pillar? That way I can fly up to this level. Shit. What got me was there was an eye right behind there. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just have to head up here. Though. Not too bad. I'm sure I'm gonna forget about that eye, though, the next time. Okay, we do that. And we don't have to have the Air Reaver equipped to use that. Yeah, because there were a couple bridges I had to activate. Way up at the top here. Wait, I can get higher, can't I? Or is this as high as she goes? Good enough. Good enough. Wait. Yeah, I think I shoot it from here. Got it. I'm not sure if the eye's gonna get me. I don't think it will. Yeah. Well, now I got the... Well, not yet. Guess I will have the Dark Reaver soon enough. Once I fill one of these bowls. Oh, and then... Yeah, there was this guy across here. But then there's this... Is it here? Oh, it's that. It's right above there. I wonder if I can... Can I lure him? Can I lure him over? Or do I need to? Is that the intended solution? Get your ass over here. Maybe just like hide. Is he gonna get... Come over here? I need what he's carrying. Oh wait, if he... That eye doesn't discriminate. If he did step out, then he would just drop the item and I'd have no way of getting it. Okay. Those look like it's for the upper level. Oh. Also, this kind of does too. Like that's not lined up. Oh wait, that's just the one that I did before. Okay, let me see. It's like... I think I'm thinking too hard. Or not enough. We have what we need. Which is a path from... the cup to a bowl of blood to the upper level, and then that gets us the Dark Reaver, and then we'll blind the eye, take out that one guy, get his plate, open up the one room, I think I probably have to come back down here again. Oh, god damn it. There was a... I need this. Yeah, also I didn't have to go all the way down, right? There were the two cups right here. So I just had to go down a little ways. Instead of all the way. Alrighty. And then... Now just watch after all this shit. Just watch the game crash. Oh, is it gonna do another one too? Oh. Gross. It sounds like a sound from someone's shitty bathroom. Like a tub draining or something. Okay. Easy. I don't know if I can point the Dark Reaver straight up though. Think I can... You think I can get it? Does it matter? I wonder if it's just closed while we're in here. I don't know, man. I think it may... I think it was closed while I was in there. Because usually they turn around pretty quick. Alright, one more time with the blood. You think Janos is looking at me right now? Watching me do this stupid puzzle. He's laughing with his big fancy usable wings. Alright, I think this is the next level we're going to. Yep. Almost there. This has to be the last one. What now? Yeah, with that little cutscene showing you where you need to go next. I wish they would have done that when I needed it, like when I left that time streaming chamber and went the wrong way and wasted like half an hour. Nice. Easy peasy. Looks like there's another one down there. I wonder if they got a little blood bowl up here, or if I have to go all the way back down. Oh yeah, can't forget about those too. Ah, but I need the light Reaver. Yuck. Just a whole lot of back and forth with this. All right. I mean, they put the air Reaver. Like I could just use that to make things a little easier on myself, but it's not that bad getting all the way up. see. All right. I think it was over here. Yeah. Yeah. I think there was one more. Yeah, there's one over there. Yeah, I want to make sure I get them all before I get rid of this thing. So I don't have to make the trip again. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's a... Oh, god damn it. That's a Air Reaver symbol. Okay. I get you, game. I get you. I see how it is. I guess we might as well activate this, make it a little easier on ourselves. Okay. I guess there was a blood thing up here. Yeah, so I don't have to go all the way back down. Good. Alright, where was that thing? I think it was over here. Yes. And back down to the bottom. Then all the way back to the top. Alright, and was it here? Is that where it was? Perfect. That should, I'm guessing, give us a way forward. Somewhere. Gotta go somewhere. That's probably over here. Let me see. I can just walk around. Oh, was it this? I can just float over there. Yeah, this is the one I just activated. Alright. So that's the one we gotta fill up. And that one gets us to the very top. But we can't fly holding the cup. Can we get to that? Can't tell if that's... Okay. I was like, I can't tell if that's music or if it's some dude walking around. It was indeed a dude walking around. Because there's... Yeah, there's just this one more. Okay. Now we can scoot on forward. Get our cup o' blood. Hey, Alexa. Welcome on in. Trying to wrap up Soul Reaver 2 today. Be done with it. Ugh. Thank you. I'm as long as there's no crashes, I think we're good. I can just go down here. Where was the last thing of blood? Somewhere on this level. Is this one? Yes. Got it. Precious cup of V8. Most disgusting drink known to man. Yeah. Overseer was different in that it was crashing so often. I had to save every 5-10 minutes. So when it did crash, come right back to where I was. The last stream near the end, it crashed right after this long dungeon where you couldn't save in it. And it was 2 hours since my last save, but I took care of it off stream. It only took me 40 minutes to get back through it. I mean, Overseer, the crashes became part of the game. Yeah, it almost felt like a puzzle. Like that was the main antagonist of Tex Murphy, Overseer. The game itself. But yeah, I have high hopes. Somehow have high hopes for Tesla Effect. I can't remember if I've got the game. I think I had it on the wish list. Just waiting around until it got to $5 or so to buy it. I think Steam has a Thanksgiving sale before the Christmas sale. So I'd expect that's when I'll pick it up. And probably pick up some more crap that's on the list that I don't have yet. What am I trying to do? Alright, so there's just one more of these bowls to fill. Then we're good. Then I think we finally meet Janos. One person's $5 investment is another person's ripoff. So many times I've had something on my wish list and it's down to like $2 and I'm thinking, not at this time. Maybe hold on a little longer. I should go on the Overseer Steam forums and see what people have to say. Because Steam and GOG use the same version. I know because I bought them both. I bought the GOG version after I bought Steam, hoping there would be some small difference. There was not. There was no difference. Oh wait, god damn it. Okay, that's fine. We can just fill it back up. Also, these bowls work weird. Like one cup will fill the bowl and then I can just take the blood right out. Yeah, I can't remember the last game where I experienced that. Where it was free and it was just like, not at this time. But yeah, there's games like that. You start questioning, well, why is it free? Overseer, it was more like, why is it paid? This should be free. They should be paying me. Okay, so Please don't crash. And please give me a save point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely the feeling. Why is this being sold? It should be illegal. Alright, incoming 10-minute cutscene, I'm sure.
Janos Audrin? It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt. Raziel? My child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
He's got veiny face.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know. As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born. This is the crux of our dilemma, and this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path. With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I have seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
Yes. I don't know what they're plotting, but I fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no, I do not hate them.
I did make a path straight to him.
Vorador does.
That was that hole down at the bottom of
He
that.
has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then. What Kain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon ever forged by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
Oh, here come the boys. Yeah, I made a path straight to
Fear
him.
You have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Why doesn't he just fly away?
Janos! No!
Okay.
My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Would be nice if I had a save point. You know, somewhere. It's so weird with the save points. You'll run into a couple that are like 5-10 minutes apart, and then you'll go hours. We'll go through this whole thing. There won't be one. I'm sure there'll be a big cutscene after. Saves didn't exist in 2001. Whoever was plopping down the save points just did an absolute garbage job. Because you have to get to these points to save. I can't save it anywhere. And I hate games like that. I mean, think about all these crusty old DOS games where you could just save wherever and just leave. Like a 2001 game, and you're still making me use these stupid save points. And there are checkpoints in the game. There are actual checkpoints, but all they do is they I'm the asshole. Where's these goddamn save points? Is that turnaround? Whatever. I'm still complaining. I hate games like that where you just can't save wherever. Cause like back in the day when I'd be playing, and I had to like pick up and go somewhere like moment's notice. It's either just turn the game off and lose your progress, or leave the console on, just like way back in the day where you had to do with, you know, some Nintendo games. Anyway. Just don't go. Yeah, that's the best solution. Oh god, so I gotta get... I thought there'd be something down here. Can I not pick these up? What are these? Okay. Yeah, so I think this is the last elemental forge. Oh wait, am I dying? Timed platforming. My favorite. Oh, it's going back down. Well, hopefully this goes pretty quick. So just imagine this entire time Janos is fighting those dudes. Let's see. Looks like there's another one of those things over here. Or I could just light it again. He's holding it kind of weird. This was always Tomb Raider. Soul Raider. What am I supposed to be lighting up? I see this one up here. Alright, so right below us is, if we had an air reaver, we could just plop it down into the hole and float. Wait, it's right there. But I can't... You can't use these fonts down here, right? Yeah, so I gotta somehow drain this. Okay. Well, they gave us this for a reason. All that tomato soup. Giant grilled cheese sandwich floating. So there's gonna be some kind of... something that looks like... that symbol down there in the very bottom left. Looks like a sun. That's what we're looking for. Or at least, that's what I expect to find. Also, what the hell is that sound? I don't know if that's part of the music or if there's actually something down here. Oh, there's got to be something down here. So far in the game, we haven't been able to interact with anything under the water. So assuming it's the same thing here. It's clear I have to somehow drain this to get at that air font. Switch valve plug. Wait. Oh, duh, it's this crystal thing at the very top. I forgot my one rule. If you don't know where to go, just look up, because that's probably where you need to go. There we go. Now we're feeling good. Isn't this right back where I was? Oh. Temporary light source. Man, this place probably smells like rotten meat. Yuck. And how do you get that much blood? And why isn't it all clotted and nasty? This is the fresh stuff. That sound is pretty satisfying. It's Kool-Aid. Still as nasty as a pool of blood. Ugh. Never forget the time I tried Kool-Aid powder thinking it'd be concentrated goodness. It's nothing without the 8 cups of sugar you need. Alright, so I need my little torch. Big Jim Jones fans. Yuck. Well, he's somehow staying clean. Oh, whoa, here we go. There we go. At least the torch isn't going out. Is this... I'm hoping this is it. So I don't have to do some huge elemental forge like we've done in the past. This doesn't seem very fire forgy. A lot of critters got in there, died. Ugh. Now, like, where are they getting the blood from? Do you think someone has one of those little orange juicers? Look like butt plugs. They're using that on humans. Yeah, welcome on in, Pipes and Sage, to the pain of Soul Reaver 2. I must need this. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Is that the same save point from before? I hope I don't need the... Oh, wait. I assume that hopping in the blood is gonna not be good for the fire. Almost shocked that the fire went out. You know what I'm talking about, right? Not the only one. The butt plug juicer. Yeah, it's like a butt plug with like a little thing to hold the juice at the bottom. It's not for butts, it's for oranges. I think for lemons too. It's just about guaranteed though. People didn't stop at the lemons. You see it on one of those old-timey commercial streams. Yeah, I'm not sure where my mom got that. Wait, what is this? Alright, so I got it. That's where I need to put my Reaver. Oh man, there's more of this? Oh wait, no. No, that's just where I came in at. Yeah. Made out of soft silicone for your comfort. Citrus only. Uh-huh. I bet I could look up and find documented videos of where the juicer was used for its unintended purpose. Fruit juice ninja juicer. They got fancy juicers nowadays. What am I... Christ, what do I need to do? I need to... If I use... Oh, I already have that. If I hit that crystal, it'll lower the blood. Yeah, that's what I need to do. It's just some timing thing. But hitting that crystal with the light Reaver is gonna lower the blood for, I don't know, 20 seconds? Yeah, documented evidence. Show me the Carfax. It's not like that. No. Oh wait. That's one thing I appreciate about the game. If you drop something, it just disappears and goes straight back to where you got it from. So you're not gonna have an issue with items clipping through the ground. Come on. Wait. Okay, gotta go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, come on. Please, please. Alright. Well, this sucks. There's nothing quite like timed 3D platforming. Alright. I wonder if I'm just supposed to go around the ones on the side. They really don't give you much time at all. There we go. Doing it. I think that's all I need. Yeah, I'm gonna try just doing these. Praying that the blood's gonna stay where it belongs. Please, please. Okay, where the hell do I go? It's in here? No. Was I even supposed to do this? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, is that it? No. Well... What am I missing? Do I just shove it in here? I do. Stick your Reaver in it. Yeah, so Janos has been fighting this whole time. Pleasantly surprised that they put a save point right here where we need it. I think this is the last elemental Reaver we've got. You know what's weird? We have all the Soul Reaver 1 abilities. The main ones that we picked up from the boss. Well, most of them. Most of them. The ability to go through gates, to swim. In Soul Reaver 1, we did get the Fire Reaver. It's weird that it's the last one that we get in this game. Not a good place to be. Getting booty burned.
I plunged the Reaver into that furnace and forged the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier.
Plunged it in the
rescue
furnace.
Janos from his executioners.
Okay, here we go. Maybe Janos is going to tell us the secret of why we have so many of his hearts in Blood Omen 1. Because every time Kain died in that game, he'd use the Heart of Darkness, ripped from the chest of Janos Aldrin. Too late.
black heart. How it still beats.
It's me.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Razia. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Razia. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
Okay. I still don't know how he knew my name when we first met.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
Here we go. Okay. I don't know where their fortress would be. Let's see if we can open up the map without it exploding. Of course, it's all the way back there. Of course. Where else would it be? Where else? Okay, how the hell do I... There we go. There we go. You know what I think it is? I think... the reason why I'm... why sometimes that glide is not registering. I think if I'm not going perfectly straight... yeah. That must be what it is, like if I'm just slightly turning as I'm jumping. Ugh, this shit again. Still no bosses, you know, 10 hours in, just these...
Expecting you, little Razia.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future, for here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me. These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
Look at those massive sacks on their back. Get some! Same old nothing enemies. So there's gonna be some I know there's like holes in the ground similar to like we had with the... Oh, I don't think we need to go there. Here? Like with the air reaver, where you just plunge the thing into the ground. I don't know what it does though. Oh, yeah, that's not a boss. That's just regular
You really think
dudes.
you can say Noskov? Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Whatever, man. There's some more. There's some more. Is that supposed to be hard? I mean, you confront him with a full gauge Reaver. Doesn't take much to get rid of him. I may have gotten turned around. Oh wait, I guess not. Goodbye. Oh, wait, who's that guy? Well, I don't know. Guess running towards enemies is a good indication you're going the right way. I just don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Is it here?
Is the savior of Nosgoth.
Like, I don't know what they're... Are they trying to make it seem like... Like this is the... kind of the final boss-ish? Are we approaching the end? I think we've gotta... still... kick a bit of Seraphin ass. Once we get to that point, though... Maybe I'll... Wait, hold on. I'll just stand here sucking. Waiting for my soul. Oh. Get behind here. Big suck. Oh, he might kick my ass. Almost. I'm still running low on healthitude. We put the fire nearby, just in case. I did die. Oh wait, just went in a damn circle. Alright, so that's blocked off because there should be one more enemy. Sounds like he's back here. Just trying to... get my gauge up. But he's probably gonna... Yeah. Just take one shot. Wipe my ass out. Oh, wait. Because he's... Yeah, I forgot they also exist here. Come on, big suck, big suck, big suck, big suck, big suck, big suck, big... Come on. Damn it, that's it. What a pain in the ass. Alright. More sucking. That... Ugh. Alright, you. Because I definitely don't want to die and go back to a checkpoint. I just want to kick this guy's ass. I almost forgot I can kind of dodge. Christ, I'm not gonna risk getting killed. I'm gonna go back here. It's so strange that like the past 2 games in the series they've got bosses. Not in this game, just regular ass enemies. I hope he doesn't. You don't regenerate your health, do you? No. Go away. Big suck. This is the PC version. Yeah, it was just the easiest way for me to play it because I didn't want to emulate on emulate the PS2 stuff, and I don't have the game. I didn't want to buy it. It was cheap enough. I think I got the whole bundle, like all of the Soul Reaver 1 and 2, Blood Omen 2, and Defiance. I don't remember if Blood Omen 1 came with. No, Steam pirated it and sold it to me. God, these dudes, they aren't even like boss level difficulty. They're just pain in the ass. Oh, go away. Oh, God, and this shit, every time I want to fight with the Reaver, but if you're swinging your sword on top of a weapon, you'll pick up the weapon, and then you have to just throw it. Steam's always ruining stuff. Yeah, I had to work to get this thing working all right for the PC, because I know there were some issues. Only been one crash so far, though. So,
Seize him.
ladies, I hear ladies. Ah, hot bald wizard ladies. We'll support Windows 7 at the beginning at 2024. Well, I'm moving to Windows 11 when I switch over here. I think today or tomorrow to my new computer. So I heard Microsoft isn't supporting 10 after 2025, I think it is. Yeah, Windows 11 isn't that bad, but I think Windows 7 was peak Windows for me. I think maybe because that was the last version of Windows that had built-in Minesweeper. Well, I mean, once you moved over Minesweeper and Solitaire to whatever it is, like the Microsoft Office, not Microsoft Office, Microsoft Store. You have to go there to get Minesweeper. Minesweeper with ads? Bruh. Bruh. Yeah, XP was really solid. I don't think I ever bought XP. Got the version where it's like the very first time you start it up, you get that skull and crossbones wallpaper. But yeah, XP was pretty solid. I really liked 7 though. I think like every time you go to a new Windows, for some reason they get rid of a couple features that you really liked from the previous version. And then they add some things that are kind of cool, but they always take away some good stuff. Took away my Minesweeper. Well, you know. I do have Windows 3.1 running through DOSBox for some games that are coming up next year. Played Minesweeper through that. I never played, or I never used, was it the Millennium Edition? I think my dad had to use that for work, but it wasn't on his main computer at home. Yeah, the ones I used was Windows 3.1, I think 98, then XP, and 7, then 10. Now moving over to 11. And I thought when 10 came out, I could have sworn they were saying like this is going to be the last version of Windows, and then everything else is just going to be like updates, but it's still going to be Windows 10. Well, DNA tests have determined that that was a lie. So, whatever. Yeah, just like with any new version of Windows, it's like the first thing you have to do is try to fix it so it's like how it used to be. There's just so much crap that they put on, like they assume that, maybe correctly, that most people want like all these, you know, helpful things. Like I don't want the search bar, I don't want the weather, I don't want like all this other crap. I want just a regular, I can't even remember anymore what the regular start menu was like. I only remember that it was good. Windows 11 now, it has like you open up the start menu as a recommended apps section and then pinned apps. It's like, why are you recommending to me my own apps? How does that make any sense? I know the ones I want to use. I know because I've installed them. Apple's getting really bad at supporting old software for its products. Yeah. I haven't used Mac stuff since I was back in college. I used it a lot for Final Cut Pro. It's like a video, audio stuff, and I remember really liking that, but for everything else, I think I liked Windows version better. I'm gonna get lost in this swamp, and I'm just gonna get turned around and pissed like I've been doing. Oh, a save point. Oh. I like how they're waiting. They're standing guard. Go away. Like, imagine you're the guy next to the other guy, and you're fighting me, and the other guy just explodes. There's nothing left, not even his soul. And you're like, I gotta keep fighting this guy. Mm-hmm. Wait. Ew. Let's see. I think we're going the right way. Is it up here? Maybe. I thought I had already activated this turd. Because I think that's Or maybe I have to go over here. It's way too easy to get lost in this game. I don't think I have to go this way. Do I have to go up there? Just jump down here? Shit. I hate that. I swear it has something to do with me slightly turning as I'm jumping, where it doesn't activate my glide. I could have been up there now. I mean, shit, where do I go? I know in modern games a lot of people don't like where, you know, it's got on the map, tells you exactly where to go. I just want a hint on which direction I should be going, because it looks like I'm supposed to be going southwest, which would be this way, right? But I thought that's the direction I came from. Well, now I got the air reaver, I can go back to that one place and go up through the hole. So I'm supposed to go... Let's see, back to the pillars. Oh! Cutscene. That's a good hint. These guys just keep getting bigger, but they don't feel like bosses.
Shall not pass.
Is this a Balrog from... Is it Morgoth? You shall not pass. Oh Christ, now I'm... Is it this way? I think it's this way. I swear they put in these fights just so you'll get confused and turn around. Okay, this is good. I barely have any health left, but... But yeah, we have to make it through the pillars. Oh, God. I don't think it's this way, is it? Yeah, please don't die down here. There we go. Oh, but I still need my... Still need Air Reaver. I wonder if these guys will just stay down there. Alright. Well there it is. There's just too many enemies in this game, and they're not even challenging. Wait, where's the... You want to use it? Please. Put the Reaver in the hole, or else it gets the hose again. Do I have to fight these turds down here? This is... This is where we, Oh wait. Stupid. I already have the Air Reaver. Soul Reaver 2 is corrupting my brain. There's gonna be nothing left at the end of this. Well, at least we'll have something nice and soothing with Pilot Wings. And hopefully there's nothing wrong with that game. Doesn't seem... God damn it, I hate that so much. It's not registering my glides. All it takes is, I think, the slightest movement on the analog stick, and it won't register the glide. Ugh. Yeah, before I started looking more into Nintendo 64 games, I thought they all used a battery for saving, and I guess it's just a few of them. Let me get this. This looks like I need it. Yeah, I don't think any of the games I plan on playing require a battery, so life's good. Almost back. Think we can make it back before I lose all my health. Oh, where are I? That doesn't help. Just keep sucking, man. Right, there should be a... The hell am I going? Oh. Some of these dark places, it's really hard to see where you're going. Alright, there's Squid Man. We're almost there. Almost there.
You have failed me, Raziel.
What did I do?
I wonder, Old One. Did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Kain, indestructible for some reason, a durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate. This one thing I readily admit. I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.
He's not gonna say anything after that? Squid Guy's just gonna take it? So we should be pretty close to the little red dot on the map. Yeah. Because the pillars are right at the top of this. So just have to go a little bit east and... Yeah, it's like one more hit. One more hit and I'm dead. I just hate in this game where... like you're constantly losing health and killing things with the Soul Reaver, which is like the only really good weapon in the game. Killing it with your Soul Reaver means there's no soul for you to absorb. So that's why you see me in the game. I'm just constantly losing health. It's like this is a pain in the ass to get your health back. That's why. Checkpoint. Didn't quite activate, did it? Oh, it did. It did right there, actually. Big suck. Come on, one more for the road. Remember Soul Reaver 1 too, there seemed to be a lot more puzzles that made use of the spectral realm, where the world would shift around and warp. So you'd have to go back and forth more. I feel like they're not really making good use of the environment to make good puzzles here. Got another one of these turds. Times 3.
Change his destiny. What a fool.
Whatever, man. Stop it. Alright, there's one down. That's fine. That's fine. Let me hide here. I don't get my ass beat by those ranged attacks, then... God, it's like... They couldn't put one boss fight. Like, this is just regular anime. Couldn't put one boss fight in. It's been almost 11 hours. Did they forget? I wonder if they had... I wonder if they had concept art with actual bosses. And then just forgot about it. Yeah, because it's like they completely overdid it on just regular enemies in the game. Almost like they're trying to make up for the fact that there's no bosses. But, you know, 100 shit regular enemies doesn't make up for not having like one cool boss battle. Because you're not going to remember swinging the Soul Reaver back and forth 1,000 times. Oh wait, it's not this way. Yeah, I guess or is it back here? I guess, yeah, I'm supposed to be going east.
There's one.
Guard me, brothers.
So, back over here near the save point, I remember there was a fire, not forge, but a fire hole in the ground. I'm hoping there's going to be an elemental font for fire nearby, so I don't have to travel very far.
We will rid Nosgoth of your kind.
It was right over here, I believe. Yeah, so a light Reaver would allow us to get past this door. I thought, yeah, here. That's what I kept seeing back in the day. I wonder if we're supposed to just torch down the door. Alright, so... time to get a fire Reaver somewhere. It better be in the area. Let's see what this is over here. Come on, fire. Come on. There. Good game. Good. Do you think it's gonna torch the ice and make it water? Or is it actually gonna burn the door here? I think it's gonna turn the ice to water. gonna kill all the dudes on the ice? Oh. Wait. Huh? Is there... Oh, I get it. All we're doing is clearing a path for the door to open. We still need the... We still need this. Can I jump up that high? I don't think I can. I think I gotta fly from... Oh! Lucky me. Thought I had to fly in from the side. These turds keep hitting me. With the ranged garbage. Alright. I haven't been way back here in a while. Or have we ever been here? I thought we had been here. Yeah, I think we have. In the future. Hold on, let me... Gotcha. There we go. Right over here. Yeah, we had been here. It's just, I think we... Did we come in at the start of the game through this area?
You do not belong in this world, damned one.
Go away. Oh. Well, whatever. Might as well. Alright. I think we eventually kill ourselves in here.
Seize him!
You ain't guarding shit. God, me brothers. Oh, do I go through here? Try that before I go in the one at the end of the hall.
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless dread that I had experienced when Janos first presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
So, Raziel, here we are, finally. You have no choice but to confront me now, and I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Sarafan to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave.
Malik.
Poses a danger to the circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the time streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Oh, Vordor's kicking their ass right now. From Blood Omen 1.
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose, corrupting everything you encounter?
I admit that I've underestimated you to this point, Mobius. But it's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin.
Okay. So I guess... What am I doing? Okay.
Come to take your revenge, demon. Back to hell with you.
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Kain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Kain's brood. These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
Alright. Get some! I mean, they're really just normal enemies, right? Like, maybe they have a bit more health. Wait. They can't hurt me. Maybe that's what holding this is doing. Yeah, so I guess these events here, because of Orders attacking the rest of the people, I think that happened 50 years before when Kain got his ass beat, or somewhere around there. So that's about what time period we're at. I wonder if I'm gonna take any of their heads off. Come on. Wait. Okay, there's one down. I'm gonna absorb their souls. Get it.
As Melchiah and Zephon fell before my blade, I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
Uh-huh. Okay, which door was it? Was it over here? No. Wish the Reaver would point me where to go. Shit, is it like none of these? Where the hell am I going? It ain't that. Where the hell's the door that opened? Is it here? Jesus. Is it this? I don't know. I guess so.
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart?
You'll have to get to us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Kain's blasphemous private joke, and I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Kain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
Uh-huh. Come on, heavy attack. Be strong. Yeah. I don't really understand why they're making these fights carry on so long. I am invincible. Got him. No, I wonder if the souls... Yeah, it doesn't look like I could consume those. Not that I'd need to, anyway. Okay. I think so. Maybe there's two more, or maybe it's just me. Okay. I feel like we're approaching the end here, which is good.
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon.
And here at last was my brother Turel, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Kain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Turel had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Turel would not.
Yeah, I think in Soul Reaver 1, he was the one we never got to fight. So we did Melchiah, Zephon. Where's the... Rahan? Whatever his name was, the guy in the water. And... Duma. The one with a bunch of spears in him, and then me, and then this guy. This guy was missing from Soul River 1. I think there was concept art you could see, but it just wasn't used. He wasn't in there. I think I can use this. Probably not. So that just leaves me, right? It just leaves me. Tell you, the game's a little bit more fun when you are invincible. Makes dealing with those crappy nothing enemies a bit more tolerable.
So, vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, vampire. This is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
Uh-huh. I'm kicking my ass! Alright. The heavy attacks... So, like, this is a heavy attack. It doesn't break blocking, which is kind of what you'd expect heavy attacks to do in a game. Alright. I mean, he's no tougher than the other guys. So is what I'm holding now then just the Blood Reaver? Is that what it's called? Because I don't think it's Reaving Souls yet. Got him.
Renounce you.
Juicy noises.
My history comes full circle. Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Kain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade.
So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You.
Are you enjoying this, Kain? Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it. Was this your destiny for me all along? Trust me.
I felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Kain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Kain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Where'd the sword go?
Behind Kain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.
But Kain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
Is that the end? I'm gonna hit a button now. Is that it? That didn't feel like an ending, did it? All right. Well, I mean, I'm glad it's over. I don't know. It felt like the game was getting a little bit better here near the very end. But not one boss battle, just I guess 4 main dungeons, one for each of the Reaver elements. Call Sierra Tips hotline for daily double. I mean, that doesn't feel like an ending, right? That's Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2 both had these like nothing endings. So at some point we'll do Blood Omen 2. And then Defiance. Blood Omen 2 is completely disconnected, I guess? Because I think it happens about 400 years, if I remember right. I don't know why I remember that number, but a couple hundred years after Kain becomes a vampire, so it's before he had his weird forehead hair. Yeah, nothing ending, nothing sequel. It felt more like they just ran out of money at the very end. Whatever. Whatever. What's next? I think we're gonna... So this was the last PC game that I wanted to do before moving over to the new computer. So, I'm gonna try out Pilot Wing 64, I think, tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, I think I can get everything moved over to the new computer. Everything pretty much is moved. It was back in July. I just have to... move some of the fresher stuff over. Yeah, Ariel. Skylar from Breaking Bad. Yeah, Pilot Wing 64. Yeah. I remember liking that as a kid, so I think that'll be a good one to check out, see if the Nintendo 64 that I got is working fine. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It should be a 2-stream game unless I'm totally blasting through all of the challenges. But yeah, a nice soothing game after this frustration. We'll do that, and then after that I think Colonel's Bequest and Dagger of Amun-Ra. And then the Metal Slug games, 2 of them. Kain refused the sacrifice. You know, this menu music is sadly the best part of this game. So I'll play the first one, and then Metal Slug X, which I guess is kind of a bit of a remake of 2. I hear there were some slowdown issues with actual 2. So yeah, X. And I'm thinking I can get through 2 of those in one stream. Yeah. I thought it was 2. Anyway, those are the ones that are up though. 1 and X, and then if those are good, then maybe sometime in the future I'll do another 2. I know they're kind of like the same game. X is damn good, probably the best one. Yeah, I tried out a little bit, so we'll be running those through the Mister for the Neo Geo. Dark Chronicle. Yuck. Let's see. This is weird. It's so weird. So there's no subtitles in the game. They're completely separate. So it'd be like watching a movie, and you're just given this printed out subtitles to read along with the movie. Very strange. Yeah, Neo Geo. Not a lot that I wanted to play from the Neo Geo, but a bunch of Metal Slug games and a game that looks pretty fun, Neo Turf Masters. It's a golf game. Some pretty solid graphics, and it looks like a very chill game. We'll get to that, I think, later later on this year. I thought there were like extra things. Let me see here before I stop the timer. See, Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, there were extras. Maybe it was like in the bonus material. Oh, it's like a stupid ass hold on. Left triangle, right triangle down, circle X. I wonder if it even registers through the PC, because I have to use my mouse. The controller doesn't do shit. Transition to the new OS goes smoothly. It has, so I've been running them kind of dual. Outside of stream for the past month, I've been using my new computer just to make sure it's settled in. It has had 0 issues. So it was just an issue with the motherboard before. Let's see. I wonder if I... Hold on. So it's left triangle, right triangle, down, circle. Well, how do I do it for PC? PC version has no extras. Even the opening logos are mere images, unlike the PS2 version, which they have pre-rendered cutscenes. A big old middle finger. From the game. I mean, what did I expect? I mean, really, come on. It has to be here, right? There were extras in Defiance for sure. Hey, Dollfire. Could be worse, could be Shadow Man 2. Don't tempt me, that may go on the list. Has no, I don't know, I guess I'm just trusting some random dude on the Steam forums that there are no no extras here, but just kidding about Shadow Man 2. Yeah, well, hey, stopped in at the very end of the Soul Reaver stream. But I'll be back with a better game tomorrow with Pilot Wings 64. It's so strange, you would figure that you'd get more stuff in the PC version. I mean, let me look a bit more. I mean, there's got to be something in there, right? Because all the cheats I'm looking up say, they're just controller codes? Debug menu. I gotta enter a code for my PlayStation 2 cheat device. I ain't got that. I don't got any of that. God, weird. Well, we unlock cinematic stuff. Hold on. Unlock character art. Beat the game. My ass. There's nothing there. unlock session videos, unlock outtakes, music, environment art, cinematic stills, character art. All it says is beat the game. Beat the game and you get that. Well, I beat the game. And it beat me. Right on back. Hold on. I gotta see something. So going back in here. Ew. Bigger keyboard. As I want to see, like, if I try left triangle. Oh, wait, this thing's weird. It's like moving around on its own. Just jump. Christ, hold on. I'm trying to get it to where because I think from the menu the only thing that I can use is the keyboard. My controller's completely disabled, and maybe that's why I can't access it. But when it's given me, like, it says left triangle, right triangle, down circle, X. Which is which? Which is which? I don't know. Also, let's see, forward. I was always a big fan of Word, which is like one set of keys over from WASD. Let's forward, back, left, and right. Now it's triangle and circle. Christ, which one's which? I could pull up the. Let me see, Soul Reaver 2 menu. See what it should have been. Or, not menu, manual. Ugh. I have high hopes it has to be in here. And maybe no one got to it because they were trying to use a controller. Okay, so let's see, it should be heavy attack is triangle. I guess we'll just do F. And what is it? Circle X? Circles devour soul. I don't know. X is jump. God, this is gonna be janky. I don't know. Left triangle, right triangle, down, circle X. Cause I'm just hitting. Hitting the keys on the keyboard and yeah. I don't think it's gonna do anything. What a shame. What a shame. Well. Yeah, if there are extras in Defiance, I guess we'll just hope they're enough to fulfill the sadness of not having it here. Yeah, because we'll be playing the PC version of Defiance eventually. Yeah, concepts and stuff. Yeah, because I didn't realize until I was looking through, because I was looking through the wiki, and I did see some concept art. I didn't realize it was Skylar from Breaking Bad doing the Ariel voice. Oh, you haven't played the original Blood Omen? That's the good stuff. If you like two-dimensional top-down games. Thought it was really solid, but anyway. So better wrap up the stream for today. So I'll be back tomorrow. PC was too new to run it. Yeah, I think I had to fiddle with... I got my version off GOG. I think I had to fiddle with it. If I remember right, some of the intro videos actually crashed my game. In situations like that, I go to PCGamingWiki.com. If you look up the games there, it'll have solutions on common issues for games. But yeah, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for hanging with me, everyone. I will be back around 11:12 tomorrow. Hopefully new PC transition works fine, and we'll get to Pilotwings 64. I will catch you all later. See ya.